What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe. Now, the slander and the just the bad press that has been put on Justin Fields out of Ohio State's name is something that I've never seen before in the history of me covering the draft. I've covered the draft for the last few years, but I've never seen more bad press or someone get attacked so much for not doing anything at all. And after all the games have been played, than I've seen in the slander of Justin Fields. Now, the latest thing to come out for Justin Fields is that he has epilepsy, right? The NFL Network is reporting that Justin Fields allegedly has epilepsy. And that is something that obviously will scare teams away. If you don't know, epilepsy is a disorder that causes you to have seizures from time to time. Now, there's no official reporting or any confirmation by Justin Fields or his team, his agent or whatever about the severity of it, or even if it's true. It's just some stuff that's getting put out by people in the NFL. And this is the latest in a string of basically assaults on Justin Fields' character, work ethic, how talented he is, and everything outside of football, that nothing has any validity. Nothing has any concrete. Nothing has come out and had Justin Fields. He's had to answer to it. Besides the fact that it's just these random reports. Like I said, first it was he doesn't work hard. He's one of the last people in, first people out type of people. And then he had his coaches and mentors and people that actually trained with him come and rebuke all of those statements. Like, no, that's not true at all. Then it was his arm isn't strong enough. It's like, no, we watched him against Trevor Lawrence and his arm was better than Trevor Lawrence in that game, and he outplayed Trevor Lawrence in that game. Or he's not tough. No, we saw him come back against Clemson with a broken rib and actually throw 6 touchdowns in that game with a broken rib and play in a championship game with said broken rib against Alabama. Now, they were outmatched. They weren't going to beat Bama, but he still played in the game. So his toughness, his character, his ability can't be questioned. For 2 years, the man had 80 touchdowns and like 8 picks, 9 picks, right? Over a 2-year span. So his game can't be questioned at the Big Ten level. So in games he played against Trevor Lawrence, a lot of times he looked like clearly outplayed Trevor Lawrence the second game. And then the first game, it was a toss-up. Besides, if the receiver Olave runs the right route, Ohio State wins that game and goes to play LSU in the championship and not Clemson. So I just have never seen anything like this in my life. Now, I don't know if it's because people just don't like Justin Fields. I don't know, because I don't want to say it's because he's black, because Trey Lance is black, and the opposite's happened with him. He has really hardly any tape. It's really good tape, but he has hardly any tape. But everybody talks how much great of his character is. They talk how much they love him. He's projected to go in the top 10 and all of this stuff, playing not even half the type of competition Justin Fields played, not even having half the numbers Justin Fields had. And he, like I said, he only played in 17 games, where Justin Fields has 2 full years worth of tape and touchdown and productions and all kinds of stuff in a pro style offense. Like, so I just never seen anything like it before in my life. Leave in the comments down below if I'm tripping or if the NFL's tripping, because like I said, Justin Fields literally has outplayed the presumptuous number 1 overall pick over the last 3 years. He outplayed him arguably twice, right, in their college career. So why is it that, forget that he's just not going number 2, and he probably won't even go number 3 to the 49ers, which would be a huge mistake. But the fact that all of these things have come out to try to make his stock fall, is it a team like lying on Justin Fields, hoping that he slides to them? Because that's a tactic as well. They had Orlovsky go on a Pat McAfee show and say, oh, he doesn't work the hardest. This is what I'm hearing from scouts. He doesn't work the hard, or he's the last one in, first one out type of guy. And he went on not a national radio show and a very popular YouTube channel and said these things, right? And that's what made people attack him. And people like Herb Street and other folks that have actually been with Justin Fields over the last 3 years say that's not true at all. I mean, this man has literally won at every single level. He won at the high school level in the state of Georgia, same state, coming out the same year in the same state as Trevor Lawrence. He won at the high school level. He went to the Elite 11 and outplayed said Trevor Lawrence at the Elite 11. He goes to college at Ohio State, has to transfer after Georgia kind of screwed that up. He transfers to Ohio State, and all he does is win. 40 touchdowns, 3 picks the first year, and the college football playoff appearance, one wrong route away from going to the championship game. And then the second year, he has 2 shaky games against Indiana Northwestern. And out of almost 30 games of tape, you take 2 shaky games against those 2 teams, which are good teams. These weren't soup sandwiches. These weren't the teams North Dakota State were playing or the teams that BYU was playing. He has 2 shaky games against 2 good teams, well-coached teams in Indiana Northwestern, has 2 shaky games, bounces back from that, plays against Clemson, the number 1 team all year, and lights them up for 6 touchdowns and then does the last 2 with a broken rib. That's what Justin Fields is. Then he plays against Alabama, the best team in the country, clearly, and plays with broken ribs against them. So if we're going to judge all of this fake news about Justin Fields off some fake reports and now trying to expose that he has epilepsy, like, come on, y'all. I got to come better than that. I'm rooting for this young man. Besides the fact that he's just a black quarterback, and I'm always going to root for the black quarterbacks, but the fact that all of this foolishness has come out against him, and I hope he rises to the top. Whoever gets him is getting a steal. If he goes past 3, you're getting a steal in the draft, no matter where he goes, no matter who picks him. So, Justin Fields, I'm rooting for you, buddy. That's all I have to say on that one. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr. at the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at JLightsy7. I'll talk to you guys.